Why, thank you. Sure do appreciate that. When I see this word, I think valet. And I often think either of someone who's going to be parking a car, or I think occasionally about someone fancy. And I pronounce it the French way, as I often do with some English words that we have brought into our tongue from the French. But if I were British, I would say valet. I saw a British pantomime one Christmas that a friend and I chose to spend in London. I'd known about British pantomime, but I didn't know what it was. I thought it had to do with mime. It has nothing to do with mime. It's this big extravaganza. It's what we would call in the US a musical review, like something that people would do at the end of the high school year. String together popular songs with some kind of story, some kind of topical comedy. And so I saw a production of Cinderella. Traditionally, there are drag roles for male and female characters. So the ugly stepsisters, men in drag. The prince is valet, a woman in tights, so that she can show off her gams. And there are lots of inside jokes. I saw a matinee, so the jokes were a little bit more G-rated, and I didn't catch what one of the stepsisters said. But in the final scene, the Princess Valet, who was also the director, heard one of the stepsisters make a remark that I didn't hear, and she said, "That's a bit rough for a matinee." So I have no idea what it was. So the jokes get a little dirtier in the evening performance, and in the daytime performance, a little cleaner. The beginning of the show was an overture with a piano, a drum, and a string bass, a jazz trio. They did a medley of 3 of the songs they were using, all of them popular at the time. One of them was Colors of the Wind. So Cinderella goes out and plays with the woodland critters and dances around to Colors of the Wind. So it was like that, modulations, and at the end everyone applauds. And then there was a flashpot explosion. And all of the kids, I was in the balcony, all of the kids in the stalls went, "Ah." And I wept. Because I thought, they're just there to see something. They're seeing an explosion. That's the beginning of the show for them. They know the fairy godmother's about to appear. They know that Cinderella is going to be fighting with the stepsisters. They know that her trusted Scots servant in his tartan plaid is going to help her get out of trouble. And there they are, buying into the story right at the beginning. Ah.